Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the DropMix Association's first broadcast. Sorry, the International DropMix League's broadcast of the DropMix tournament here at Harmonix Music. I am your host, Troy from Finance, joined, special guest this time, the commissioner of the DropMix League, Tom Bartlett.
Hello.
Also, coincidentally, the current champion of the DropMix League. Tom,
a lot of collusion.
A lot of collusion going on here. Is there any concern on your end that your involvement as the commissioner and the current champion, so maybe muddying your success at all?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's
definitely concern.
I mean, I recommend anyone who has their concerns to send a memo or a Slack to the commissioner's office, and everything will be reviewed appropriately and dealt with. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Very fair and balanced.
It's all fair, very fair and balanced. Now we have a very intense lower card match here today before we get into our main event. To intro us, let's introduce our two competitors. You might know him, Nick Mudry, the baby boy. Can get sub one up just a little bit. And his challenger, Ryan McSweeney, on his first appearance on the stream, I do believe. Probably.
Yeah, second-ish.
Second? Maybe? Who knows? Some very tight competition here. Ryan has been challenging his way up the ladder, and Nick, unfortunately, knocking his way down the ladder.
Wow.
Almost to the bottom of that. Not quite. He is one tier away from the bottom tier.
Would we call him the falling star, do you think, of the Harmonix League?
Well, the star needs to first be in the sky, and unfortunately, he was nowhere close to that. Let's go ahead and cut over to to the source here as we watch him weigh in his deck. Nick, again, unfortunately, has been sliding down the ladder in this competition. So maybe
it's interesting. I wonder why.
A part of me thinks it's deck composition. Yeah. Another part of me thinks it's just pure player skill and player comfortability. Not at all weighing in a deck here. He's gonna have to actually put the cards on the sliders.
It's a little sloppy stacking right there.
Very sloppy stacking.
That can be a problem.
There we go. 7. Oop. Is that
interesting? We're gonna
maybe the first one. 30. Is that okay? 30-30, 78-80. I believe this is probably.
Did Hummus get it?
Possibly. I don't know that he's here.
Who knows?
He's not said anything.
Okay,
so
well,
who knows? All right, let's pull those decks off. And Ryan, if you wouldn't mind weighing in your deck.
I'd say the composition looked fairly balanced.
It did.
On that deck check.
Yeah,
no big surprises.
Not a huge surprise. Didn't have an entire deck of red and blue.
Yeah, the colors completely balanced across the colors, which I think is
it's a mark of a decent deck.
Yeah.
At least a well-constructed deck. Yeah.
Granted, it's supposed to be a 32-card deck, but I don't have 32 yellow sleeves. So
interesting. Hamstringing himself purely on aesthetic purposes.
Yeah, he's watering down his strategy
just to match his sleeves. Interesting.
Okay.
Very interesting. So this is our lower card match in the DropMix League. This is a best of 3 rather. 2 out of 3. Games to 21, obviously, as DropMix Clash is scored. Let's see what they... Nick having some trouble shuffling, it seems like. Problems already. Ryan opting for...
Nice. Getting real picky. I like that.
Okay.
Baffler icon, very nice.
Let's do it.
Baffler versus Puff.
Often.
You do not see that often.
Baffler
Pause that.
Puff.
All right. As we get into here, can we drop 1? There you go.
All right.
So that way they can hear us over the music. Ryan McSweeney starting off his first play. He's got a lot of options.
Yeah, there's a lot of, as Nate has taught us, there's a lot of ways to go first turn. You can go aggressive and try to kind of protect the board and establish some board control, or really the opportunity here is to kind of get rid of some of your lower value cards that are going to be a lot tougher to get into the mix later on.
Absolutely, yeah. You see him dropping both level 1 samplers into the first 2 slots there. Nick also opting for that level 1.
I like the red play in the middle, in the dedicated red spot. Makes it difficult for the player 2 to kind of overwrite that color with another effect instead of the wild.
Sure.
So,
yeah, it limits the amounts of other plays. Yeah, definitely. Wild taking that green color bonus. Ooh, Pulsar coming out early. 2 points for each sampler.
Ouch. Wow.
That is tough. Yeah, he's got those 2 up there already.
Beautiful play. That's large.
A very early 5-point play. And that's actually the best time to, I think, do it. If you can set some of those instrument plays up in the first turn, your opponent's going to be focused on getting those color bonuses. They're not going to be worrying about what you put on the board. Instant opportunity for you to swoop right in.
Yeah,
and drop those.
I had that success against KevCav last week.
Yeah.
The synth deck. He wasn't really aware of those early on, but I got to play I think a 4-point a bonus.
Sure.
Very nice. You got to defend against that.
Some table talk going on there. I don't think they know that their mics are off. But that's okay.
Liking this mix.
This is a good mix.
It's chilled out. It's nice. There we go. Thank you. Heard that. Really deliberating here. Oh, okay.
Deciding to take back his Clipser play. Yeah, he already has control of the
I
yellow.
don't think he wants to remove his own yellow.
No. Some definite comments from the chat, thanking us on our production value, or complimenting our production value. The DropMix Broadcasting Association, the DBA for short, spares no expense.
Okay, so after all deliberation,
wow.
Wow.
What a play.
Magic fingers right there. That was very nice.
It seems the Margolis effect is around for this basement today. Nick, I'm sorry. That's only the first play. I almost switched over to Nick. Ryan's got an opportunity to take 2 color bonuses.
How great is it when you hit the first spin?
Absolutely, yeah. Full board control.
Couldn't capitalize, though.
Interesting. I wonder if he's trying to set something up.
Yeah, could be telling us something about his hand composition at the moment.
Sure.
I think Nick, if he's attentive, could kind of take some of that information to inform his next few plays.
Absolutely. It's about the plays they don't make.
Who gets up early? I want a girl who stays up late. I want a girl with uninterrupted prosperity.
Okay, Strings of Fate coming down.
A machete to cut through red
Comboing,
tape.
nice with a bonus guitar right side.
Carly Rae is fast.
And like you know it, back in the game. Great recovery after that big spin.
But still leaving those color bonuses open. Those green and blues are.
See if Ryan grew into kind of what he was looking for.
You can only hope.
Oh wow, more, lots of.
There it is. Yeah, a lot of additional plays.
Very nice.
Going on this game. While those are good to get, kind of board control in your favor, you do run the risk of depleting your hand, putting yourself at a disadvantage on later turns. Mark. Oh. See what gets knocked out. Those level 2s, it's just going to be bottom line. Is your mic off? Is it dead battery? Okay. 1 second as we reset some things here. All right, that's better. I'm going to have to turn that one on. Oh, you're good.
All right.
You slide 10 up a lot. All the way. Keep going. Way more. There you go. Thank you. All right, a quick mic swap here. Technical issues in the DBA.
Big budget, but we're still working out how to use all this big budget equipment.
We're growing. We're growing a little. We're a high growth organization. High growth potential. Triple digit percentile growth. But you're right. That does come without its growing pains. Ryan double spinning.
Spinning against 2s. Wow, is he going to hit another?
Oh, getting unlucky twice in a row, it seems. I wonder what his hand composition is right now to keep spinning and not have plays. We've seen him make a lot of greens and a lot of yellow plays, but he must be lacking some of the other. Is that better? No, pull me down just a little bit more. You can see the levels peaking all the way over. There we go. Oh, yep. All right.
There we go.
Perfect. All right.
Test 1, 2. How's that? Oh snap! It's JF.
JF.
That sound better?
That does sound hopefully good. Sounds fine to us.
Okay. That's all that matters.
Yeah. We have our own cans on today, and sounds all right. Nick's got a ton of board
This is a real
control here.
ripping Connecticut River boys. Oh man, just when I was starting to enjoy that too.
That level 1 that level 1 guitar lead. 14 to 12. It's been neck and neck this entire game. We haven't seen anyone really break out in front. Going a little crazy there.
All right.
Opting to take that green bonus.
So this is where we start getting into kind of the end game and really planning out how are you going to get to 21?
Sure.
How are you going to protect against 21?
Nick's setting himself up here pretty close.
Nick's putting himself in a position where, a 4-point play is pretty achievable. He's got solid board position.
Yeah, depending on what he has in his hand, what effects cards he might have, but he could have a winning hand on the next turn. Ryan will either have to make his own big plays or...
There we go. There's Eclipser. I think Nick might have forgot that Eclipser was in his hand.
He did. He's been holding on to that for a very long time now, it feels like.
Oh, beautiful.
Disturb down with the Cygnus coming in to grab that double color bonus as well.
Very nice. So now Nick...
Ooh, wah,
Nick really has to have that, clutch 5-point play right now. Or he needs to be looking for some removal, some way to kind of pull him back a little bit. Spin is a solid option right here.
Spinning would be good. It would take some points away.
Guaranteed to get something. Bring him down to 17.
Might open up a bonus for him as well.
Yeah. I think if he hits a 2... Ooh. Yeah, there it is.
There's that
Top
spin.
spin.
Ooh, the level 3 coming out. I don't think that's going to help him as much as he was looking for. Does open that slot up, though. Nick saying, I don't want no scrubs. That guitar scrub play.
Alright, so we have Lethal here. Let's see. Yep, there it is.
There it
There's
is with
Lethal.
Heart Song coming in after that Grant Pike horn. That is going to do it. Full mix
And
as
a
well.
full mix. Wow, didn't even see that.
22 to 17.
Good match, guys.
What a great match. Intense, very intense match up there. Ryan came in consistently, neck and neck, but we saw some issues with his hands early, kind of mid game. But he definitely pulled something out of some of the draws to give him a winning play. Nicholas, how does it feel losing again?
I'm used to it by now. I mean, I'm on like a 3-4 game loss streak. I gave Robbie his first win in a while, so we kind of are just trading places. And
Would you say that you've almost achieved jobber status? Not quite. Okay.
Not quite. And Ryan, of course, you've been just skyrocketing through the league. How does it feel, kind of taking one game? Are you setting yourself up mentally for the second one? What's going through your head right now?
Well, I made one specific card swap before we started, so just from my previous decks, and it helped out.
Great.
I don't know if you saw my opening hand, but it was all yellows, greens, and effects, and I couldn't really do much. But
we did not, but we did suspect you were having some hand problem issues.
It's hand issues.
Absolutely. All right, let's jump right into our second
Alrighty.
game here.
All right. It looks like Ryan has first turn again. See if he'll stick with a similar strategy.
So this is a best of 3 games. Ryan took the first one, so Nick will have to come back and win this one if he wants to stay alive in this competition.
It looks like Crypto Sporidium is asking, where'd the production value come from? the commissioner's been really busy. A lot of fundraising going on. A lot of sponsorships incoming. The league is growing.
And really, the DBA just has to grow with it. Is really what has to happen. We have to keep that production value growing with the popularity of the league. So we did bring in some tech consultants. We did hire a multi-million-dollar marketing firm to rebrand and restructure some of our broadcasts. Booth. We did not, unfortunately, get the repairs in on that soundproof booth. There's still some issues around that.
I mean, I feel like I blinked and now we have a full board.
We do. I mean, it was only at maybe 2 turns. Oh, good point. So, Tom, putting yourself in the shoes of a competitor here, what's your mentality as you prepare for your next match?
I think it's. I think I've got enough practice in with my deck. I understand the situations. I think really, it's about practice. It's about knowing the ideal ways to maximize each turn and each effects play, and really trying to have a good situational awareness of where your opponent is, both on their board position and their hand.
If I may, you're not just playing your hand, you're also playing your opponent's hand.
Yes, Troy. It is actually a 2-player game.
It is.
And it's you can play off your opponent in multiple ways.
As we see the board turn 6-9 in favor of Ryan. I think this is his first substantial lead. Interesting question. Yeah, how important is it watching the weigh-in?
Well, I think the weigh-in is you're looking for any real outliers. You're seeing, are they playing 1 or 2 of a certain color? Can I take advantage of that? Can I block them out of that color and kind of give them dead cards or force them to spin and waste an action? And then I think you're kind of looking at, since you don't have real details on effects or wilds, you're kind of looking for numbers, and maybe that'll give you a little bit of a hint on where their head's at as far as this deck strategy.
Sure.
Some people like to play wild heavy, as you've seen with Danny Margolis' deck. Some people effects heavy, like my deck. So, I think there's a lot to gain there, and I think strategically as a player, you don't want to give anything away at that moment.
Right. Yeah, you want to try and keep your, if I may, play your hand close to your chest. No pun intended. In all regards, really. And yeah, you'll not be able to see in that way in. Your opponent only has blues and reds, for example. I mean, if you can capitalize on that yellow and green color bonus the entire game.
Yeah. So it's kind of, I think we're starting to see Ryan's deck composition kind of become clear to us. He's got some sampler bonus cards. He's got, I believe, some extra horn plays.
Nick, by the way, playing the Shoreline, getting points for each red card. That disturbed and wipeout on the board gets a quick 3-point play.
He's got some color bonus effects. He's got some, I believe we saw extra guitar plays.
Yeah, we did.
So these guys are actually going to be playing with pretty low hand sizes with a lot of the extra plays, but they seem to be spinning a lot, so should keep their hand sizes pretty regulated.
Oh, that too is devastating.
That's big.
Taking out that top and bottom slot, opening the color bonuses up. See if Ryan, we know he did have that Grant Pike green. Yeah.
Oh, it's Jackson 5.
5 instead, okay. Taking that green color bonus, and 3 of the slots on the board is Nick trying to pick up the pieces here. 10-12.
Oh, here we go. Also playing his own samplers. Beautiful piece of art by our own Andy Zabala, our card art director.
Oh, really? Fantastic.
I believe 3 of these cards are by Harmonix artists. Two of them. Some poison. Yes. Happy to see kind of the Discover 3 and 4s. Finding their way into a lot of people's decks.
They have definitely changed the level of competition in this tournament, especially. We're seeing a lot more effects plays. We're seeing a lot more different compositions from the first tournament. But that's what happens. More cards, more plays.
So what? Do we know what tier these two competitors are in right now on the ladder?
I don't. If you hand me that iPad, I can find out fairly quickly. Or somebody has their app or something.
I'd like to thank the wonderful makers of the ladder competition app. It is a absolutely flawless application, no bugs. It is incredible.
Whew. All right.
That's what we're using.
Ladder competition.
Laddercompetition.com? DE? I don't know.
I think it's .com.
Ladder competition, yes. There's a Kickstarter for it. Go out there and support.
Please, somebody support this app.
Please, we don't want the app to shut down in the middle of the ladder. It's a bunch of data management that I'm not looking forward to.
Well, we will be looking to post some assets and show off where we're at with that very soon. They are part of that media company that we hired, taking care of that right now. It seems that my app has crashed and is not. Oh, the ladder competition servers might be down.
There's a lot of traffic going, I think, right now to the DBA brackets.
I really hope people searching it didn't crash. That would be very unfortunate.
Okay, let's get back to the match.
Having
a lot of fun, but we've got a very intense match. Both players at 15 points. And look, I kind of like Nick's position right here. He's gonna take priority next.
I mean, he's playing on his back foot too.
Ryan's got a lot of cards.
He needs to win here, otherwise he's out. Good question. Yeah, in a 15-16 match, Tom, as the champion, what are you thinking at that point?
I think a lot of that's gonna have to depend on what's in your hand.
Yeah.
If you feel like you have a way to push to 21, then I think you stay offensive. If you don't feel like you, and by the next turn when it comes back to you, you can get to 21, even taking into account potentially losing a point or two on that turn from a spin or a removal, I think you go defensive. But it all depends on what their board state is.
Right. Yeah, if they're sitting on a lot of board control, you might not want to. You might want to play more defensively, even if you have the play, or came back and get you maybe close. You can't risk them having a 5-point play in their hand, especially when they're close to a full mix.
I think Nick is in really good shape here. He's got all twos on the board. He doesn't have that big 3 slice of the pie threat on a spin. But who knows? So he's no bonus on that pulsar. He's really setting it up for a while.
Setting up for that double color bonus. 18 to 18.
I think this should be Nick's game here.
As long as Nick has 3 points in his hand.
There it is. Ooh, a little insult to injury with the Grace Chaos. All right, well, I think we're gonna go to game 3.
We might be going to a game 3. Here it is. Yep.
Vampy Weeks for the win.
Battler wins.
Nick staying alive in game 2.
Great game.
Bringing it to a game 3. Absolute beauty of a match. Nick, you stayed alive. You somehow just kind of grasped at straws to stay alive. Any feelings going into game 3, rather?
Well, I'm on to game 3, so.
Cool. Great. Good talk. And Ryan.
Bill Belichick in right there.
Bill Belichicked in. Ryan, it was tough. You had a good first game. It looks like the second game you had a lot of opportunities to control. What happened there towards the end that you just couldn't close that or keep that gap separated?
I got a little blocked out by all the ones I had in my hand, the 1-power cards.
I see.
And I was just hoping he couldn't make a 3-point play at the end there, but that's a
tough.
At the end of the game, yeah.
It's a very tough situation to be in, especially at the end of the game. We are going into a game 3. This is best of 3.
So, any changes, Ryan? Are you thinking about any kind of sideboarding here, or you feel pretty good about your deck construction going into this last round?
I'm going to blame the last game on the draw. That's it.
Okay.
I'm sticking with it.
That's all you can do at that point.
Definitely want to blame it on something you have no control over.
It's very true. It's always everyone else's fault and everything else's
I don't
fault.
want it. Can I just mulligan the spin?
All right, we're going to turn down their mics. There's a lot of giggles.
A lot of giggles going on from that board. Oh, there you go. Must be nice coming out first.
Oh, yes. Soothing sounds of Connecticut River Boys. Shout out to David Sasso of Atlanta, the other Connecticut River Boy. Ooh.
Quickly being covered by Marky Mark.
I'll accept.
That's an acceptable. Board turns 2 to 3. I don't remember my login for this website.
A lot of struggle with the website right now. All right, here we go. These guys are playing quickly. I like to see this.
Do you like to see fast matches?
Yeah, I do. I am not very fast. Wow. Quickly establishing board control, but down to 4 cards. Let's see if that becomes a problem later. He did have a lot of colored cards, so I'm guessing he's actually playing. You know, he's not trying to maximize his 1 power cards versus effects. I think he's probably got some good options to play with that.
So I finally was able to pull up the bracket. It appears as though Nick and Ryan are actually on the same tier. That's
Okay, so this is
tier 5. This is an inter-tier match.
inter-tier. Yes, no one dropping down into the salt mines. I think that would be officially jobber status. I think on the bottom tier.
There is a tier under them, to be fair, and I think
That's the salt mines.
upon reviewed this morning, I don't think anyone in that tier has played a match. Oh, here it is. Nick hitting that all clear spin, clearing that
Opening up
board.
some nice bonuses. How's he gonna play?
Not a ton of them though, and they're split as well between blue and yellow. You're not gonna be able to get those with 1 card, unfortunately for Nick. Can't hear a word he just said, but
Oh, we had a nice, chill, serene mix, and I think it's going to get Blink 182 right out of here. In a blink, it's gone.
and in a blink, gone.
To cut through red tape with fingernails that shine like justice and a voice that is dark like tinted glass. She is fast, thorough, and sharp as a tack. She is touring the facility and picking up slack. I want a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket.
Very tight match here, still. 7 to 6.
Can we get a save on this one, boys?
Yeah, can we get? Oh! Now definitely, can we now definitely get a save, please? Oh, this is perfect.
Yes.
Oh,
Quad
wonderful,
save.
wonderful. We'll be sharing that after this match for sure. Oh, head rush coming in.
Very nice. Nice 3-point play on those 2 cards. So Nick's really thinking this over right now. Goes right to the spin. I think that's a good play right now. He's got what he wanted.
Benefit.
He had 3s and 2s on the board. You know, pretty high.
Over three quarters of
Over
a chance.
3/4,
Yeah. Thankfully hitting that 2.
And now he gets to get rid of that 1. That was kind of a dead card in his hand earlier. Now Ryan now only down to 4 cards himself. So there we go.
That 1 coming off pretty quick, but opening up that blue color bonus to see if Ryan capitalizes on that.
Is he regretting that play?
I wonder.
He's a real. You can't tell. A lot of smiles. You know, he does. think his charming smile might be his way of his poker face.
His tell, almost.
But he's always smiling, so I'm not sure.
Oh, so not his tell. His poker face is smiling. His tell is not smiling.
Yeah. Oh.
Embrace cast coming out.
Top tier.
Something's happening.
I consider this a must-play match. At least one.
Really?
Yeah.
Must. Okay.
I feel like the value of the card, the automatic value, the ability to pull the other player away from that kind of, match point position they're trying to get themselves into, too valuable.
Definitely a valuable card to play late in the game. I question its value early on. Maybe even in the middle of the game. That might be a last couple round play. Oh, that 2 is going to hit a full clear.
Wowie.
Full clear for Nick, opening that board way up for Ryan.
Yeah, the Margolis effect is, I think, very strong today.
It is. It's definitely swinging one direction, and that one direction is Ryan McSweeney. Trying to make a "you don't know you're beautiful" joke in there, but couldn't. That's the only one I know.
He's very aware. All right. Oh no. Starting to establish his horns. Nice smooth jazz kind of mix going on. Oh, Dolly. We haven't seen much play of this in the tournament. It's nice to see.
Dolly Parton?
Yeah.
Got it in my deck. Good card.
Ooh. Can we get a save on this one?
Can we get a save? Very nice.
Good.
Kind of that jazzy horn and a country bass and drum.
Still very tight.
Ryan shaking his head, showing that concern on his face.
Okay, re-establishing kind of instrument control here.
I'm going for samplers.
Now I know they can hear us, so I'm trying not to speak too loud, but yeah, I think that's a smart one.
I think Nick might know what he's doing.
Yeah, he might. He might.
Double take me out. They don't want to see us.
So this is where you start thinking to yourself when you hear Ryan that Nick probably has 2 more turns to get to where he needs to be. You'd assume he can get 6 or 7 in a couple turns. Maybe not, but
Ooh!
Boy, what a play.
Heart Song coming in there. Secure 5 points.
Got hot in here. Got very hot in here.
Got warm, but it is not the lights.
We're going to put him in a great position. Nick seems distraught. Clearly affected by it. Look at this. This is a broken man. Spin. I like the spin.
Not a bad play.
I like the spin.
Oh, does it? Ooh, very close.
Good. So that's good. He has to pull him back a little bit. Now this is where you get defensive. I think you put the... I think you put the biggest... I don't want to say...
That does not look like the play you were thinking.
No, I think what I would be... I'm not sure if he had a 3 yellow. If he did, I think that would be the time to play it.
Lock that slot out.
You want to lock that slot out. But fortunately for Nick, there is a blue card and a red card, both in the single color slots. So he won't be able to do kind of the 4-point play that we see a lot, where you drop an effects card on the end slot with a wild.
Right, the wild. The trying to put a name on that. The FX cover, the wild cover. We'll think of a better name for that play.
We'll hire some people to work on that.
We'll see if that marketing firm can come back for another couple million.
And maybe he has something else. I like this. That worked.
That worked.
That was very nice. Wow, the clips are
coming in and taking game 3. Ryan McSweeney saying no can do to Nick.
No can do.
And Puff winning the match.
Can we get a save too?
Last minute save, yeah.
That is hot.
Oh, all right. One is fine, but okay. A very intense matchup here. Put that 2 down just a little bit. two. Two. Oh, wrong one. I didn't want to switch that. That one. Incredible match, guys. How are you guys feeling coming out of that, Ryan? You take that victory, you hold on to your spot in the slot. Unfortunately, you both were playing in the same slot of the tournament, so no movement per se. But
friendly match.
Just a friendly, good-natured match. What's next for you, Ryan, as you open up your challenges?
Well, this is good confidence building, but there were 3 great games. I'm looking to challenge someone in the next tier.
Yeah.
I think ready.
You're ready.
I'm ready.
I think you're definitely ready, and hopefully we'll see you back down here in the DropMix League. Nick, I will have to ask you to leave and come back here so we can get our title match underway. We have a very special match for you today. It is going to be the commissioner, the champion, the Wonder Boy himself, Tom Bartlett.
Oh, the Wonder Boy. Wonder Bread.
The Wonder Bread, the split top Wonder Bread, butter topped all day, every day. Tom Bartlett taking on the challenger, Kevin Lockhart. Now we saw Kevin play. I believe that was on Monday. Is that Monday?
Yeah, I think that was the undercard on
the undercard on Monday, setting himself up to play to defend his slot first on Monday. Now to play Tom for the top slot today. Now. A lot of chat. That's the wrong, but that's fine.
Yep.
All looks great. Tom, thank you so much for joining us. Any thoughts going into this match? Any concerns? Any mental? How's your mental state doing?
Kings are made to fall, they say. So I'm a little nervous right now. I know Kevin's had some good success. He's been kind of, I would say, anyone in the tournament, he's really been grinding it out the most. Lots of matches, lots of observation. I think he's got pretty much everyone's deck lists memorized.
He definitely seems to.
And I'm a little nervous, I'll be honest with you. But
got to show no fear.
We'll see what happens.
All right, we'll swap you out. Thank you so much for joining me, Tom. As always, I hope to see you back here. If you just want to pop that off for a second. Yeah, there you go. Let's get Nick slotted in here while these two gentlemen take their spots. Watch those headphones that are still on your head. Yep. You look good. You don't have a lot of fuzzy on you. Yep, you're fine. He is going to need that jacket. He did try to put on Riley's very small jacket. Unfortunately, our co-host Riley Davis could not be here today. She is in a meeting until 6 o'clock, which is foolish for everybody. Yep, take that water bottle. Thank you so much again, Tom. And we're going to get these the challenger match, the title match for today underway. Nick joining me in the booth. Sure that mic goes on. How you need a mic? Can you hand him a mic?
Mic 1?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, turn mic 1 up for me then. Nick, so you were unfortunately bested in that round. Any feeling? Any thoughts?
On to the next game.
You've just been slipping down the ladder.
You know, this time I didn't slip anywhere. I'm on the same level as I started on.
You did. Can you turn 1 off? Just turn 1 off. Just turn 1 off. Just turn 1 all the way off. There you go. We're going to have a very intense matchup here. Kevin has been playing so hard. Every match he's been playing, he's been defending his number 2 slot or bumping into the number 2 slot in some cases. He is just a force to be reckoned with in this tournament, and I actually really look forward to this match because this is going to be a big match for both Tom and Kevin.
I agree. I mean, I'm pretty sure he has a playbook already designed because he's been studying every match, as we've been saying, and he's probably been studying it all night in preparation for this match.
I think one interesting thing about Tom's play is that he does not practice with a lot of the other competitors now.
Nope.
Folks like Kevin and myself and a couple other, Danny, Margolis, we all kind of practice together in kind of a between each other kind of matches and friendly matches. But Tom doesn't seem to do that. Tom keeps his deck really close to the chest here. Let's actually go switch over here to weigh-ins. Yeah. Oh.
There you go.
There we go. 7980 on level, 30 cards in Tom's deck. Let's bring one in now that they are up here.
And I must have taken out.
Switching in a card. Tom, how many effects did you have?
We're about to find out.
Nope.
I believe it was 8.
It was 8.
So I was the one below. I'm swapping in this. Just so you know. Unless you want me to do another deck check.
You don't have to show me what card it is.
He is the commissioner.
Well, I want to show you that I was putting a 2 in for a 1.
So you were adding the 1.
I was adding the 2 instead of 1.
Okay.
Took out the 1.
Some good sportsmanship going on here. It's important to see that from the commissioner himself. A messaging in here from Kevin Kavanaugh, other person in the number 2 slot. Kevin and I were training earlier. He believes in his power. So a vote of confidence from his fellow Tier 2 member.
Oh, Kevin's got to stick together, you know.
Man.
Kevin and the Kelvin have to stick together.
30-80.
Okay.
30-80. 30-80 going into this title match. All right. This is, again, going to be a best 2 out of 3. The winner of this match, if Kevin wins this match, he bumps himself up to the title spot, the number 1, the champion, the big man on campus. If Tom loses, he will be bumped down to rank 2. However, if he maintains his lead, he continues to be the DropMix champion for another week at least.
Let's see what playlist icon T-Bar's going to go with. Looks like he's going with Highness.
King,
yep.
They're just deciding to tap in, which I believe only gives you the starter set selections.
I believe you could...
only if you have it in your collection.
Oh, that's very true.
This one doesn't have it. Let's slide in a friendly handshake as we enter into this first match.
Kevin up first.
Kevin on the right, playing his controller. Tom Bartlett, the champion, on the left, playing his Highness, of course, with the crown.
Searching with
Tom the commish versus Kevin the Wall.
I have a hunch what Kevin's going to go for.
I believe they're playing with all... True, very good point. Oh, Searching Within, of course, becoming a Quiet Wisdom play first off.
Yep.
First turn off. If you're playing Searching Wisdom on your first turn, or Searching Within,
Wisdom.
rather, it's the Searching Wisdom play. You're playing Searching Within on that first play. You're able to find that Quiet Wisdom, whether it's in your hand or in your deck, or whether it's in your deck, rather, not in your hand in the first play. That allows you to play very early 6-point turn.
That being said, it does leave open a lot of color bonuses.
In theory, every color bonus open.
Not even in theory. In reality.
Assuming that you play it, set first or second in a Searching Wisdom kind of play, or if you just play it first and then you play another card in, you could lock down at least 1, maybe 2, depending on your play. But let's see how Tom recoils from this first round.
Lots of thinking going on.
We're enthralled by this low fiddle. Is it a fiddle?
Sure.
Maybe a banjo?
That's definitely a keyboard.
Getting cut in by 2 key plays. Oh, I'm sorry. Key play in Doki Doki. Drums. Excellent card.
Kevin capitalizing on the yellow color bonus right there.
These are level 1. Starting to hear Margolis with us. Didn't think we would switch to this camera, but we did.
Sure, I really have to applaud you on the job on getting the desk set up down here.
Oh, this wasn't me. This was the media company that we hired. That the DBA hired. It's true. They were very costly. Yes, TFF Productions. You can find them on Twitter and Instagram, as well as Friendster. They're still on Friendster.
What about MySpace?
Not on MySpace.
No.
A lot of early usage of Searching Within. Thank you, Danny Margolis. Again, providing commentary. Still not understanding how microphones work.
Nope. I tried to put it in front of his face, but he stopped talking.
That one is dead. It's dead. Acting as our booth commentator to the booth commentator, feeding us some information here.
It's very meta.
Very meta. I wonder what Tom has pulled out with that Searching Within.
Ooh, Embrace Chaos, really tightening up the gaps.
He truly took control of the board with that play. 4 slots to Kevin's 1. Beatbox coming in. Oh, dominant
Ooh.
play. Beatboxer, a blue vocals card.
Huge play.
These are the first in the yellow slot with the vocals. The dominant giving 2 points for each vocals. That is a 5-point play.
Unbelievable.
This is the furthest down I've ever seen P-Bar in his entire run here.
He is truly, yeah, he is on the ropes, really playing from his back foot here. 6-14. This could be a landslide match for Kevin if this keeps up.
Yep.
I think he might be nervous. That is true.
If you're unable to hear Danny, that is just because he's struggling to find a microphone.
Hold that. Our guest commentator, Danny Margolis. Danny, I am going to need you to put on that blazer that's right over there if you are going to commentate. Or it needs to be on something, yes. Perfect.
Hold on.
Okay.
Danny's
Please
still
don't-
struggling with the
please
mic.
don't tear it.
No, I didn't.
Danny's having some technical trouble here. 16-7. Bartlett again playing on his back foot.
If you're just tuning in, this is a match for the DropMix title in the DropMix League, the internal tournament we're doing here.
International DropMix League. Oh, a full clear coming in from Tom. Now we're dropping mixes
We are
here.
dropping.
That board is so clean it might as well be a Tide ad.
Not sponsored by Tab.
We're not sponsored by Tide. Tom opening up a full board here. He's got the blue and green color bonus in. How's that jacket looking?
You'll notice it's still Fat man, little jacket. Fat man, little jacket. You'll notice Tom's still playing pretty far from behind here, though.
He is.
But hopefully this opportunity, he does have some opportunity here to pull in some...
A lot of color bonuses.
A lot of color bonuses. The green coming in with that extra keys play. Gonna lock him
That's
down
tough.
3 points.
This is great. We're watching two greats slug it out.
Two absolute champions. Two
Love-
titans of the game.
Loved watching T-Bar just when I thought he was out, wiped his brow, took a deep breath, and he's just charged full force right back into this.
Yep. Yeah, taking a sip of his drink.
Fun fact, that is pure whiskey. Pure whiskey. Realizing now the tally lights are still backwards.
Yep, they definitely are. Just as you thought T-Bar was coming back, there's still a 6-point gap going on here.
Sure is. And 16's that scary spot where you're like, ugh, a 5-point play could be right there. It could kill you. And you don't really know whether you're going to want to play offense or defense here.
And 5-point plays, they're rare, but not too uncommon to occur.
Yeah, no, my first match with T-Bar, he killed me on a 5-point play. We both were at 16. He won with the 5-point play. The next match, I got scared when he got to 16 and went full tilt and just spun twice and failed. Set myself way far back.
Is that what you consider full tilt? Double spin?
The double spin is definitely full tilt.
Really defining new DropMix terminology here.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, no, it's wow. This is great. This is everything you want in a DropMix match right here. Two of the best, going head to head, coming down to it.
Coming right down to it.
I love it. The thought that's going into each play here. Oh,
it's exciting.
Wilding
coming out.
Well, here's an interesting fact here. This only clears the color cards out, which is
Still two.
might have a couple too many cards on that stack there.
That's still
Still
And
2
then
points that
opens
T-Bar
up-
doesn't
that
have.
if he has a wild.
It opens up every color bonus as well. Yeah, that wild
Insane.
going to that center slot. It's going to take blue and red.
Ooh.
20 points.
My math was wrong. I thought that gave Kevin
So
the game, but it
now we
doesn't.
find out if T-Bar has an 8-point play.
Or he's unfortunately he's only got 2 points he can take off the board.
Yeah,
Or
he's
if he just
toast.
flips the table over and calls it at that.
Could be it.
Ooh, guys, what a great first match.
What
It's
a
intense.
great first match.
These two heavyweights are just knocking each other out each play.
It's a real slugfest.
That's the word I was thinking.
Slugfest?
Yeah. Don't know why I didn't think of it.
That's fine. It happens. Can't all be winners.
What?
Acrimony coming in to clear all of the red cards out. And clear that wild out of that center slot.
I don't understand the play here.
Well, he did take points away, but it was a point removed from Kevin, so.
Still a lot of
Sure.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yep, this he is making some motions, conceding defeat, shuffling his cards here as Kevin plays Commodore's Brick House. Coming soon to Rock Band DLC. Coming today to Rock Band DLC.
So very interesting there. We don't see T-Bar playing from behind very often. I think... Actually, we don't see T-Bar playing from behind in either match or in the best out of 3. Pretty excited to see what his strategy is going to be going forward.
Yeah, very intense match, an absolute slugfest. Can we bring Channel 1 up for them for the really quick? Sorry, I switched you away.
Would have made sense to do that.
Very intense match, gentlemen. Tom, as the champion, what are you thinking about? Something has to be hitting you hard here as you see the ferocity that Kevin is coming at you with.
Yeah, I mean, the first turn Quiet Wisdom, really tough to come back from. I got a little love from the spinner gods. But at that point, I was kind of just climbing back. He got a couple nice bonuses. And then Wilded at the end really wilded it out.
Sure.
Really
wilded it out.
Wilded you right out. Kevin,
Right.
coming in as the challenger, you have been, again, just an absolute force to be reckoned with in this tournament. Any thoughts going into the second game to try and close out this championship play?
It's an easy game when things go your way.
Very true.
Hopefully that happens again.
One could not say any. You can't say it any better than that. Words are just words on a paper for Kevin Lockhart as he takes this first game. Oh, don't worry about that. Let's come back to the game here.
All right.
Where'd that?
It's a little toasty.
Oh no! Oh. Everything's fine.
Values.
Everything's fine over here.
All right.
Everything's good.
Yeah, that's not good.
All right, cut it.
So we're on the round 2. T-Bar with the start.
Perfect.
All right.
All right. Nothing wrong back here.
Nope.
As we go into this second match, let's drop channel 1 down.
Searching with him coming out. I wonder what's going to happen.
Yeah, could be anything.
Could be anything.
It could be anything, but I think we all know it's
Does
going
he
to
have
happen.
Quiet Wisdom in his deck?
I
we don't
think he
actually
does,
know.
but it's hard to know.
That feels like a must play.
It is.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
Quiet Wisdom. So Searching Wisdom is.
I feel like Quiet Wisdom, much like its predecessor Embrace Chaos, have become must-haves in your deck.
I would agree with that, as well as Wilden. We've seen come out a lot as a
absolutely
important play. Outcast.
Great song.
Kevin saying he can't feel his face on that yellow play, taking that color bonus.
T-Bar just leapt out to a pretty huge lead here.
That 6-point first play is tough to come back from. As you saw Kevin play in the first game, he really, I don't think, ever came
relinquished
back from that.
control, Although, T-Bar got it real close.
He did. Oh, and Embrace Chaos coming out, really tightening the gap. This
there we
feels
go.
like I'm getting deja vu of that first round.
It really, but the tables have been flipped a little bit here, 6-8.
I guess we'll get to see we know how T-Bar plays from the lead. It's aggressive, and he goes for the throat on every play. I'm very interested to see how Kevin plays from behind here.
Keep in mind, Kevin is 1 card away from a full mix.
You can see with each one of these competitors, every move is well thought out. It's like chess. They're playing 2-3 moves ahead every time.
It is, in fact, just like chess. If chess had music in it.
It's like better chess, really.
Better chess.
It is like 4-dimensional chess.
Yeah, 4-dimensional, maybe even 5-dimensional.
Who knows?
Know.
Who knows? Bruno Mars playing some 24-karat magic into that mix.
Okay. So, T-Bar has a lot of drums out. I'm interested in what he could be setting up here.
Very sure he could be making some moves here on the next play.
Yeah.
Could also be going for keys. I know he has a card that lets him play an extra key card, so that might be part of his combo strategy this round.
That's what's the name? Do you know the name of that card?
Play an extra key card?
Styling?
I think it's styling.
I believe it's styling. Out of socket. It's the positive to socket's negative wild.
Available in stores everywhere, right?
Available in stores.
Check Discover
your
Pack Series 3 and 4.
Retailers and online retailer locations.
Yep. HasbroToyShop.com is a good place to check.
Amazon.com
Amazon.
also a good place. Oh, no duplicate cards on that board being body blocked by that blanks.
Ooh.
Kevin did not see it coming.
I think this 11-6 has got T-Bars in Kevin's head. I feel like we're going three.
I also feel like we might be going to a third match here, but it's still too early to tell. 11-6 is no commanding lead.
It is exciting. Ooh.
Does he get it? He doesn't get it. Does not get the spin.
Danny Margolis, he loves the spins, and unfortunately the spins aren't working out for Kevin today as he misses that crucial spin.
I felt you channeling some energy from back here.
I was trying. I was sending out that voodoo.
Sending out that voodoo for that.
To who?
Trying to affect the Margolis effect on the game.
Bad voodoo for everyone.
Tom with 11-7. Still commanding that lead.
Oh yeah, there you go. So now he's got the keys out heavy.
There it is.
And there it is.
Bonus points for the keys.
Nice.
Pack mentality plus 1 point for each keys card. He's got at least two
extra points there.
Guys, that's why he's the champ. Those are the kinds of plays.
Why aren't you the champ anymore, Danny?
Because I got beat by this man. You get beat by the best. That's what I always say.
Yep. That is something you say.
You just did.
I have heard you say it before.
Kevin going with the spin again. And
nice.
Danny's screech.
Nice.
A full clear effectively for Kevin.
Ooh, and bring a pony out.
Ooh, boys. Boys, I'm excited.
Getting those drums and vocals out. We know Kevin does have a beatboxer in his deck, and he also has some cards that give him some extra vocals. Troy's.
Don't worry about it.
Troy's struggling over here with his microphone.
It's on a short cord for no reason. All right.
The DBA will fix that after.
The DBA will be fixing that after this one. 11-10. Kevin starting to catch up a little bit here.
Not so fast, though, as Tom gets that yellow bonus and brings him 4 points ahead of Kevin.
Commodore's Brick House.
Again, out today in Rock Band for DLC.
Rock Band 4 DLC available right now. Oh, dominant. 2 points for each vocals card. He's got that genuine power.
4 extra right there.
And the Commodore Brick House in the top and bottom slots.
Imagine if he had that
beatboxer
out
another
there.
2 points. That is a 5-point play on just the dominant alone.
This is an exciting one to watch.
I think this is the first time we're seeing Kevin actually take the lead in this round as well.
I love it. Yes. And if you'll notice T-Bar bit his nails there. That is scary.
You do not want to do that to your nails. It is damaging. 14-16. He's going to have to make the decision here.
Race Chaos, all right. Opening up that green.
If he has a green or a wild,
Putting some distance back between him and Kevin as he takes a point over him.
So that's huge.
MGMT's kids coming in on the
big worry now is, does Kevin have the full mix?
Yeah, because T-Bar did play over one of his own cards, only leaving 2 slots for Kevin to play on. 2 spots.
And it's 2 to 1. It's not high value. Not high value.
The full mix probably won't be enough to give Kevin the game, but it will get him close.
I'd be intrigued to see him spin here. He has a pretty decent chance of getting at least one of those off, knocking down to 16.
Are you channeling some positive vibes over?
I'll send some voodoo over. The positive voodoo.
Positive voodoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried.
Well, let's see what he does here.
He's really contemplating this move.
Every move is being well thought out. There we go, spinning!
Wow!
Shit. He got the Danny.
He got the Danny.
Our soundproof booth cannot hold back Danny's vibes on the spinner.
Cannot.
Should really get that one looked into as well.
We gotta contact TFF Productions about that.
Yeah, we unfortunately did not contract them for the soundproof booth fixing. That is going to be a different company.
We'll get there, though.
We will get there.
Very interesting now.
We are still in this 15-16 as Tom takes control with that blue bonus open.
I was going to say, that blue bonus is right there. It's open and available. What is Tom going to do? Why are Tom's play?
Tom taking a nap. Nope, he woke up.
He's just thinking.
Sometimes the best thoughts come to you in your sleep.
Sometimes I wonder what your life is.
He's just dreaming of winning big.
Often wonder what his life is.
I was trying to be nice, but yeah.
Saw him wiping the sweat off his brow. He thought we had him on the first one.
He's got to cover that blue at some point. Well, he's being reminded. He is taking some time.
Definitely a good reminder that on each turn you could have 2 actions and you could hit the DropMix button as one of those actions. The game does a good job of reminding you that.
Let me tell you,
taking a little while.
can always hit the DropMix bar.
He does it. He looks away. He doesn't want to see the results.
We'll take it.
Open up that blue bonus. That was already open, actually.
Yeah. The blue is always there. It's interesting. Does he have a multi-play card here? No? Okay.
He's just getting the bonus. It's going to be 17-15. Does Kevin have the play
Let's see
dominate?
what Kevin's got here.
Does he only have 2 points?
Does he have the 6-point play?
Or does he decide to play defensively and take some points away?
That's a tough spin there. You have to hit the 2.
Yep. Yeah, not a lot of points.
Unless he has another
away.
Embrace Chaos somewhere in there.
Could be. Maybe a wild one.
Oh, Wilden wouldn't really work.
Take points
it would
away.
take a point away from him as well.
Maybe clear your mind even. Something that would put a little bit more, close that gap a little bit between Tom and the victory.
You know, fun fact about Kevin Lockard.
Yep.
Used to be a stand-up comedian. I guess once a stand-up comedian, always a stand-up comedian.
One might say.
Wonder how that plays into things.
Fortunately, not a lot of laughs coming from his side of the table right now as he lines up this play, hopefully protecting himself from a victory. Tom looking a little confident here. Very confident in this play. It looks like he might have something.
Tom knows at this point he's got a 4-point play with whatever he's got in his hand. So it's really up to Kevin now. He might even have a 5-point play, no matter what. Let's see what Kevin does here.
Could be all for naught. Let's see.
Sir order.
Okay.
All right. He's getting 2 points for that green card.
That gets him within 3.
Searching with him coming out. All right.
Might be hoping that he can
block something.
Or at least maybe find something to lock in the final play, hoping that he doesn't.
Searching with him coming.
Oh no! Two cards on the board.
T-Bar thought he had the play.
T-Bar getting blocked in that searching within. He's not going to be able to look for what he wants. He has got to play with what he has in his hand.
That's a classic T-Bar move too on the last play.
Kevin looking very confident now.
Kevin, search through that deck!
Kevin, knowing that T-Bar is known for his searching within plays, especially having 2 in his deck as well, blocking it on that last play is almost a 4-dimensional chess move here.
He's not even rushing the search through his deck. He just finished that now. So,
what an absolutely perfect read from Kevin on Tom Bartlett.
Ooh. And that's a rough spin for T-Bar, too.
All 2s, yes, just that quarter, that spinner.
Ooh.
Could happen there.
Oh, it can happen. Let me tell you, magical things can happen with that spinner.
That they can.
For those following along at home, this is the second of 3 matches between the champion, Tom Bartlett, on the left, and Kevin, the challenger, Lockhart, on the right. Kevin took game 1, so if he takes game 2, that is it. If Tom Bartlett can find a 5-point play here, sorry, 4-point play here, rather, he could have the win and push this into a 3rd match.
Here we go.
Channeling some magical energy through his fingertips into the spinner. Let's see what comes out of this. Does he hit
the full clear coming out, keeping Tom alive with this play as the board is totally wiped from Kevin's side, bringing him down to, I believe that's going to be 15 points.
Do you believe in miracles? Yes!
That was insane. I can't believe my eyes.
The Margolis effect absolutely in favor of Tom Bartlett here.
How can Tom
takes
Bartlett
that full clear?
Can he capitalize on this? Can he get those color bonuses?
I can't believe what we just saw.
I think
he has it. He has a wild card.
That's going to give him 3 points of the 4 that he needs. 20 to 15. Kevin, at this point, has to take points away, or Tom might have just kicked this into a game 3. We're not playing speed DropMix here. Got a little bit of time. Quiet Wisdom.
No
no. Does he have it? Quiet Wisdom coming in. Oh, no. We might see a turn here.
Oh my God!
Kevin Lockhart coming in here with a surprise win here from behind with a Quiet Wisdom play in that final match, giving him the points requisite to get up to 22 to 20, kicking Tom right out of the #1 slot. That is going to be a ladder change, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, I am stunned. I am surprised. I am shocked. I cannot believe my eyes.
I am so sorry for everyone's ears as we started screaming into the mics, but it is absolutely that exciting here. Take out channel 1 for a second while they're well, before you guys walk away here, Tom, that unfortunate play is all I can say here. We do not have words for what just happened.
We are shocked in this booth.
I have words.
And those might be?
Ban Quiet Wisdom.
Ban Quiet Wisdom.
You are the commissioner after all.
But no, because even that first game where I got it, I was sweating the whole game. It's not like I was way ahead.
I mean,
it is also very hot down here.
And this game where you got it, I still kept it close.
Nick, you're not on shot.
It's a good first play, but it's not an unbeatable first play.
It is not, and Kevin showing that right now.
Unbelievable.
By beating
so
Tom.
After the next, either have it in your hand or counter with it.
Now, Kevin, you are the new champion of the DropMix ladder tournament. You're going to be defending yourself against not only Kevin Kavanaugh but also Tom Bartlett here after a round.
I'm making a lot of assumptions there.
I am making a lot of assumptions there. Any feelings coming in from the top?
I mean, I'll do my best. I'll keep watching that tape.
A lot of studying the tape. A lot of studying the tape.
I watched the match from Monday this morning, and I came up with that last-ditch effort of if he gets close, drop that searching within.
You know that was my kill play, and I had it just sitting in there. Man.
Yeah.
What
Insane.
an absolute match here.
Easy game when things go your way.
Guys,
Oops. We're good.
guys,
Yeah.
that was exciting. We just saw two of the best go head-to-head in absolute amazing matches.
That is absolutely true. This was an absolute. Keep talking.
I'm just shocked to see
We
this
are
stuff around.
professionals here.
Very professional.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that was exciting. Those spins, God, I mean, I obviously love the spins, but
You obviously do.
Of course.
that made the game. I mean,
did.
come on.
Just as we thought T-Bar had it, Kevin spun that around.
Yeah.
Absolutely spun that around perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, and unbelievable that quiet wisdom play at the end to just take it back from what seemed like an absolute defeat. He had 20 points on that board. It was 1 point away.
Man,
And Kevin swooped in and took that victory. Unbelievable plays tonight.
the blocking of the searching within, I just cannot say enough about that play. That's a heads-up play from a top-tier player.
Absolutely.
Like, that's the stuff that gets you the championship. Little details like that.
Kevin might be the GOAT of this season.
He just may be.
We'll see. It's a long season, guys.
It is a long season. With that, we're going to take it out here. Thank you guys for joining us so much. We'll be back very soon with another title match. And in the meantime, keep an eye out on all of our social channels for more information.
At DropMix Game.
At
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that.
From Troy Ferrio, Nick Mudry, and the guest here, Danny Margolis from the DropMix Broadcasting Association, we say, keep on mixing.